I'm 60 and I went to the gym. Now, you might imagine a scene with upbeat music, determined faces, and people powering through their workouts with laser focus. What I experienced was more like a comedy show starring yours truly, with an instructor who nearly died laughing and probably still tells the story to new clients. It all began with my grand idea to get fit. I thought, why not join the local gym? There was a sign advertising beginner-friendly classes, and I pictured myself gracefully moving through exercises, feeling stronger and more energized by the day. Little did I know that my first encounter with the gym would turn into an unforgettable spectacle. On my very first day, I nervously signed in and was introduced to the instructor, a young, energetic woman named Jessica. She was cheerful, encouraging, and radiated a fitness glow that made me feel both inspired and slightly intimidated. "Don't worry, we'll take it slow," she said with a smile. "Just follow my lead." The warm-up began, simple stretches and light movements designed to get our blood flowing. I was confident, keeping pace, but already noticing my muscles reminding me of decades of neglect. I shuffled awkwardly, but managed to keep up. Then came the main set of exercises that involved squats, lunges, and jumping jacks. I eyed them carefully, determined not to embarrass myself. "Squat down," Jessica instructed, demonstrating perfect form. I bent my knees, keeping my back straight, or so I thought. As I lowered into a squat, my knee gave an unexpected wobble and I tipped slightly forward. Desperately, I flailed my arms in what I'll politely call the desperation wave, managing to catch myself on a nearby bench. Jessica noticed, her smile faltering for just a moment before she burst into laughter, unable to contain herself. The other class members glanced over, some giggling quietly. Trying to regain my composure, I pressed on, ready to prove I could do this. Next up were the lunges. I stepped forward with shaky confidence and almost accomplished the perfect lunge, until my foot landed on a rogue water bottle someone had left in the corner. Slip-sliding like a beginner skater, I performed what could only be described as a slow-motion fall, barely catching myself on the wall. Jessica clapped, but only to cheer me on, all the while chuckling. Then came the dreaded jumping jacks. The instructor counted 1, 2, 3. And I jumped, or at least tried to. My coordination was so spectacularly off that instead of a smooth up and down movement, my arms flailed in every direction except together, while my legs performed a half-hearted hop that made a sound like a dying grasshopper. Jessica had to lean against the wall to steady herself from laughing so hard. At one point, I even managed to confuse the whole class by accidentally switching left and right repeatedly. "Step right, step left," she called, and I ended up stepping my left foot right and my right foot left in a display that could have passed for a dance move gone rogue. Jessica came over during a water break, trying to hide her grin. "You're doing great," she said between chuckles. "Just maybe a little slower." I assured her that my definition of great might include not breaking a hip. Towards the end of the class, we used resistance bands. I took mine, which looked harmless enough, until I stretched it too far, and it snapped back with a snap that left a red mark on my forehead. That was the moment the instructor almost lost it completely, laughing until tears streamed down her face. I joined in, because really, if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? By the time the class ended, I was exhausted, breathless, and thoroughly amused. Jessica patted me on the back and said, "You brought the fun today. We need more people like you." On my way home, I called my daughter and recounted the events. She giggled and said, "Mom, you just turned gym class into a comedy show. Maybe you should start a new fitness trend, laugh and lose." Now, my gym visits are a weekly highlight, a mix of trying to get fitter and providing a continuous source of laughter for everyone involved. Jessica even joked about putting my face on a poster titled, "The Gym's Most Entertaining Newbie." Sure, I may not be the most coordinated or graceful 60-year-old, but I am the one with the biggest smile and the funniest stories. And that, I think, is the best kind of fitness progress. Because at 60, it's not about how perfectly you move, but how much joy you bring to every step, even if that step is a comical stumble. So, if you ever see me at the gym, jumping jacks will be optional, laughter mandatory, and falling. Well, that might just be part of the workout routine.